Well, that's nice. There's one for the freaking blooper reel. Hey everyone, Patty Boy here. Welcome back. And yep, here we are. We're back at the grill again. So I think today we're not going to cook any food today. We're going to play with fire a little bit about safety, a little bit about fire. So we're going to talk about lighting the charcoal a couple different ways. So, but you know what? Let's talk about the gas grill first. So, real simple, all right? Turn your gas on. If you have multiple burners, do it one at a time. So you've got the first burner you turn on, and you've got your starter button, which just sparks it, and that's it. When you hear it start, wait a second, turn your second one on. When you hear that start, wait a second, turn the third one on. Or if you have 2 or 4, whatever you've got, one at a time is the best way. So after you get done with all of your cooking, grilling, whatever, when you've got your grates cleaned off and you're ready to turn it off, I highly recommend that you turn the propane tank off after you get your grill turned off, your burners turned off, okay? Most people do that. I have heard of some people that don't do that. The only reason that I say to do that is it's real simple to, you know, bump one of these. If you put a cover over it, maybe you hit one of them and you twist it, and then what happens is your knob is left on and you're leaking propane. So the next time you go to use it, your propane tank is empty. It's leaked out all over the place. So it's just a good, you know, safety thing to help save you. So the next thing, this is something that I'm surprised a lot of people don't know about, so I'm going to help you out with this. A lot of gas grills come with one of these. So it's a chain with a little hook on the end, and you'd be surprised at how many people have asked, what is this, okay? If for some reason you go to start your grill and your sparker's not working, this is included, so you can take this spring right here in the end and put a match in the end of it. Now, I don't have matches because we use the, I have all of these laying around all over the place that we use. This is how I light. So, if you don't have matches, a little trick, put a toothpick in there. And then just light the toothpick, and then all you do is you start one burner, and then you can just stick it right down in there and it starts it. So that is what this is for. So let's like I said, the propane tank, the propane grill, real simple, you know, cut and dry. Everybody knows about them. There's not really that much to go over, but a little safety. Let's come over here, pick you guys up, and gently bring you over. So what I want to show you is right here. The people who have lived in this house before, and there's another one on the other side of the door. They had their gas grill parked too close to the house. And I got to be honest with you, I did the exact same thing at our old house. Brand new vinyl siding on the whole house, so we celebrated with a little cookout when we got it all done, and the vinyl siding wasn't even a week old, and I melted it just like that. Remember to keep your gas grill when you're using it. If you have to park your gas grill close to the house, make sure when you use it, pull it away from the house. All right, so we talked about gas grills a little bit. Real simple, cut and dry, you know, nothing really major to it. Just remember to practice your safety. So if you guys decide that you want to use charcoal, whether you have, you know, a big smoker or you have the kettle grills like this. Let's talk about a couple different ways to light your charcoal. So some real enthusiasts don't like to use lighter fluid. They have, which I don't have one, they have what they call the charcoal tunnels. You fill it full of charcoal, you put paper in the bottom, and you light your charcoal using paper, and that's it. Well, I kind of found a way around that. So you guys have seen before that I've used these, okay? These are the charcoal baskets, and you buy them from Weber. They're like anywhere from $14.99 to $19.99 for 2 of them. You get 1 for each side. And they're used for doing indirect cooking. Well, what I found is you can set these things up and you can start your charcoal just like you would with one of those charcoal chimneys, I guess is what it's called, not a tunnel. Sorry about that. So instead of spending $14.99 or $19.99 for this and $19.99 for that, just spend your money for this. You can light your charcoal with this, and then you can use it to cook with. So I'm going to show you how we can light the charcoal. And I have one in here that I lit before I started. Charcoals are all nice and red hot, burning, ready to cook. And it only took about 5 minutes for the charcoal to light. So what I do is they sell these fire starters. Now this particular one here, they're called tumbleweeds. And they look just like that. All it is 2 ingredients. There's 2 things in this. Is just wood shavings and all natural paraffin wax. That's it. Nothing, no chemicals, no, you know. So I lay one inside the basket and just take 4 or 5 charcoal briquettes. That's it. And just lay them right around it. That's it. Have a couple on standby, and then the little fire stick, and just light it. And that's it. Just stand close, stand by with your tongs and a couple of extra charcoals, and you'll see the here we go. So that's it. Just a little paraffin wax, tumbleweed, a couple of charcoal briquettes around it. All right, let's move on to the next one. So it's the same charcoal grill with the same baskets on the inside, and I've got them filled with some charcoal. So what we're going to do is we're going to light these with some lighter fluid. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways. I'm going to show you one way that you can do and one way that you shouldn't do. So, and it, you know, it's just like the other. It's pretty cut and dry, nothing fancy about it. Just a little squirt right on top. Now in your initial light, lighter fluid is designed to not explode or not burn fast, if you will. All right, so what you do is that's it. If you're going to light your charcoal with lighter fluid, that's all you have to do. All right, with this other one, I'm going to let them burn down, and I'm going to show you what happens if you try and relight it, because what happens is this flame will burn down. And a lot of people think once the flame burned down, well, it didn't catch. Well, it did. If you leave it and just let it go, it'll start. It's all it takes is just this once. So I'm going to give this a minute for the flame to burn down, and then I'll show you what happens. All right, guys, we're back. As you can see, there's still a little bit of flame here, but this other side went out. So a lot of times what happens is people see this go out and they think, oh, my fire didn't start. Now I got to put some more lighter fluid in there and start it again. You don't. It'll stay lit, trust me. But this is what happens. Now you see the way you get that smoking like that? When it gets like that, it's going to poof on you. See? Not safe and unnecessary, because like I said, this will stay lit. I promise you it'll stay lit. You don't need to do that, so please don't. All right, so remember guys, just a quick recap. All right, I showed you a little bit of safety about your gas grill, how to light it, you know, no big deal, pretty much cut and dry, and a couple ways to handle your charcoal if you decide to grill with charcoal. Just please don't forget your safety. All right, remember what I showed you about the vinyl wall, and I've talked to you in the past about having a little squirt bottle in case of flare-ups, and don't forget about fire extinguisher. Okay, have a fire extinguisher. This is the one that is actually in the kitchen. It's very close. The reason that I don't keep it outside is because of the extreme changes in weather, you know, hot, cold, whatever. The fire extinguisher won't last near as long as it should. So it's in the house. If I'm gonna do like a real big grilling, a lot of grills going, I'll bring it out here and have it with me. But for the most part, it's in the kitchen, it's closed, but make sure you have a fire extinguisher. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed that. It's spring, you know, getting into summer, so we're getting into prime grilling season. So get out there with your friends and your family, grill, have a good time, and but please, 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 have a good time, but be safe. Thanks a lot, guys.